Alright, so this time I'm actually recording my Conquest battles for you guys. It's hard mode. It is definitely a little bit harder. Um, I wouldn't say it's like crazy harder than the normal mode, but it is noticeable. What's most noticeable is that I did not get any good data cards at all in the first two sectors. Imperial troopers can still easily beat most of these battles. You're going to want to take a look at the feats, though, just because I always forget to look at the feats before and end up doing some battles multiple times. I also sometimes forget to look at the individual battle parameters. So, yeah, be a little bit more careful than I am. So, but yeah, IT will get you, I would say easily 75% of all the battles IT can handily beat if your IT are up to snuff. Beware of the Enfys nests. They are very slow. IT can still do it, but good lord, they're so slow. Yeah, it takes me a couple of run throughs like this to get Enfys nest down. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have a viable IT, CLS can get most of the battles done pretty handily. Of course, anything tougher, any of the GLs will get you through 95% of the battles handily. I generally try to reserve the GLs for the boss battles. The boss battles are, I would say, the one marked difference from normal mode. The boss battles are definitely more difficult in hard mode than in normal mode. Yeah, so beware of that. I feel like it's the same makeups, the same enemy team makeups as normal mode. They're just all G13 with some relics, with the relics, of course, getting higher as the sectors go. But yeah, not so bad. So yeah, whatever. But we're gonna talk about really quickly Bo-Katan. Fuck yeah, son. It is about time Bo-Katan joins Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, considering she has been canon for as long as she has been, since Clone Wars. Like, it has to be 10 years Bo-Katan has been canon, at least. She's certainly older or longer in canon than the game has been around. So the fact that Bo-Katan is only now coming into the game is a travesty. But better late than never. I am, of course, biased and unsurprisingly pumped that Bo-Katan, another Mandalorian, is coming into the game. Still, notably, no Mandalorian tank. There is no Mandalorian taunter in the game still. So the one thing that faction is really sorely missing now. Yes, with Bo-Katan, if you've looked at the kit, and if you haven't, go look at it. Yes, Bo-Katan and Mando Armorer on a team together are going to make Mando's pretty thick. But there's no taunt. I still would very much like a taunt. Still waiting on that heavy Mando with the minigun. I think that would be a great taunter. A couple of kit tweaks. I think Sabine and someone else got a tweak. Who else got a tweak? Canderous? I think Canderous got a tweak, right? So Canderous is going to be fucking insane if you have a good Canderous with Bo-Katan in there. My Canderous is modded for offense right now, so I may want to change it to crit damage and crit chance, because with Bo-Katan, mink, I gotta look at what my Canderous's stats are and how they would be changed under a Bo-Katan lead, or even with Bo-Katan just on the team. So I may remod my Canderous. It's kind of tough, because if you look at Bo-Katan's kit, like which Mandos which Mando do you take out? Because her kit's got a lot of crit damage and crit chance boost. So do you take out Jango? Do you take out OG Mando and slap them back with bounty hunters? I don't know. It's kind of hard to justify that with Bo's crit damage and crit chance boosts, because Jango and Mando, in theory, should be hitting fucking hard with Bo-Katan as leader. So I don't know. Time will tell. I'm, of course, as you can probably tell, rather pumped, like I said. I mean, does it mean we're one step closer to Pre-Vizsla in the game? Because that would be awesome. I doubt it, because he's a Clone Wars character exclusively, but that would be sick. I would not be mad. I mean, they can finish out the Mandalorian show characters first, and then go back and add in a couple of new Clone Wars tunes. I'd be fine with that too, as long as Pre-Vizsla comes into the game. I don't really care by what means. Just get Pre-Vizsla in the game, right? Bo-Katan's in the game. We need Bo-Katan's ex-boyfriend, or late ex-boyfriend, I guess. Still also want to see Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks is hot. I don't like blue hair Sasha Banks. I like Casca Reeves Sasha Banks, but the woman is drop dead gorgeous, and she got abs for days. So I would not hate Sasha Banks in the game. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, I mean, so if we're watching Conquest, it's pretty, most of the battles are pretty easy, especially if you have a relatively full roster. It's pretty easy to pick counters. Shouldn't have too much of a problem. If you're a whale, like I've used SLKR, I think once or twice already, but you can tell you don't need them yet. It's really only the final boss fights that you really reasonably need a Galactic Legend. Certainly to get all of the feats, you'll need at least one Galactic Legend. But outside of that, you really don't, at least thus far. We'll see how sectors 3, 4, and 5 go. I haven't gotten to them yet. I just did the first 2, because there really isn't a whole lot of point in just spamming energy refreshes, because you have 2 weeks. Yeah, sure, you want to be first, whatever, but there's no real reason to spend. I did it a little bit just to get the first 2 sectors done, so that I could churn these videos out, but you really don't have to, so don't feel obligated. I mean, unless you're wiping, right? If you're wiping, then yeah, maybe you're going to want to spend a little bit of crystals to refresh your energy or whatever, but if you take the right teams in, you really shouldn't be wiping. You'll see me wipe a couple of times, but that's because I'm stupid or careless or both, or just trying different things. Or sometimes I don't read the battle specific parameters because again, stupid. Or like I'll take, you know, Death Trooper in here just to test him out because I literally have never tested Death Trooper out. And like, yeah, sure, it works and I win, but I lost Veers at the open because the speeds clearly change the higher you go. So I got to redo this one anyway. But tolerable so far. If you took a sneak peek at the Sector 5 boss, which is JMLS, the entire team is Relic 8. So that's going to be interesting. Definitely going to need a very strong, very tanky, resilient Seep team to beat it. Forget about the other feats. Not there yet. We'll deal with that in time. Maybe I'll R8 my Seep by then, because I got 2 weeks, right? Maybe I'll R8 my Seep by then. So that was easy. Like I said, getting the different feats. Let's just grab. I'm gonna just grab. See, I did not get a single TMR data card, which sucks. So we'll finish these off. What should I go for first? Let's get these. Oh, I love it when it's grayed out and I can't see it. Try this. Gotta go a bunch of times without them going. 15 turns without them going once. This might be too fast. Yeah, this is definitely too fast. Definitely wasn't 15 turns. Nope, sure wasn't. All right, let's try it again. We'll weaken the team a little bit. Take you out. Take you out. Let's do that. That's sufficiently weaker. All right, okay. Count along. Count it out. We'll do basics. Draw out the battle a little bit. Okay. I think that was 15, right? Basics. That was definitely 15. Yeah, okay. What's next? Oh, okay. 200K. Should we go Seep or should we go SLKR? Seep. Let's try Seep. Draw it out a little bit. Maybe we'll get to his ultimate. Oh, that's all. Yeah, let's do that. Buy us some time. You know what? Maybe this isn't gonna work. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, Seep does too much damage on his own already, and not above the 200K. So let's try this instead. Because if I get that stun, no, not on him, but Jesus, should have done it on Treya first. There we go. That was 210, I think, right? I thought I saw 210. We should be good. I'm pretty sure we got it. Let's make sure. Yes. Okay. So now we just have to do those last 3. We'll just fuck around. Doesn't really matter which one we pick. Let's see. What should we do? Let's get somebody else some use. Let's try that and see what happens. Should be easy enough, right? It's just fucking Ewoks. Yeah, definitely easy enough. Gotta give my Mando some love. it's easy. Like I said, not crazy challenging, at least not Sector 1. Let's do this. Let's do this. By the way, if you don't have your Jawa's G13 relic, there's yet another reason for you to do it. Some of the battles in Sector 2 thus far are doable without Ray Jawas, but are made so much fucking easier with Ray Jawas. I mean, look at this. I didn't have to do anything this whole battle. I didn't have to do anything. These motherfuckers just kill themselves. I'm prolonging this battle. These motherfuckers just kill themselves. Look at that. Beautiful. So much fun. So satisfying. All right, one more. I'm not going to do this for the next one, because once I beat the boss, you just assume that I get all the feats. Yeah, let's get some use out of these folks. I didn't see any GG teams. I wonder if there'll be GG teams in Sector 2. I'm so pumped for Bo-Katan, man. Holy shit. She's also kind of hot. Not as hot as Sasha Banks, in my opinion, but she's hot. Especially because in the show, in Mando, she's supposed to be like at least 50, right? Because she was in the Clone Wars. Clone Wars are well over, like 35 years before Mando takes place, right? So at the youngest, she's like 55.